This video is for the 2-2 work together and on your own. This is on page 25 in your workbook and page 42 in your textbook. One thing that may be helpful is if you have your 2-1 work together or on your own out, and that will help you know the normal balances and the increase and decrease sides for your accounts as you work throughout these problems. So on page 42 for the work together 2-2, we will analyze transactions into debit and credit parts. T accounts are given in the working papers. Your instructor will guide you through the following examples. Jensen Cleaning Service uses the following accounts. Some of the accounts will be explained in lesson 2-3. So there's cash, accounts receivable, Johannes Erickson, supplies, prepaid insurance, accounts payable, supply depot, John Jensen capital, John Jensen drawing, sales, rent expense, and utilities expense. Some of those accounts we will not use until the next lessons work together. So we have our transactions. The instructions say to prepare 2 T accounts for each transaction. On each T account, write the account title of one of the accounts affected by the transaction, and then write the debit or credit amount in each T account to show the transaction's effect. So our first one for March 1st, we received cash from owner as an investment, $4,000. So received cash from owner as an investment. The 2 accounts that will be affected by this transaction are cash and our John Jensen capital account. So I will prepare my T account by writing cash on the first one, and the next one I will write our capital title. So these two accounts are the ones we will use for this transaction. We received cash, which means cash is increasing. Cash is an asset, and you can also look at the 2-1 work together for help. But since cash is an asset, it has a normal balance side as a debit. So for cash to increase, it needs to receive a debit. So we will go ahead and record $4,000 on the debit side. Do not use dollar signs, and also don't use decimals because we will not have any cents yet, so it's just unnecessary and it will just crowd up your paper more. Now our capital account, this is an owner's equity account. Our capital account in owner's equity is increased with a credit, so our capital account will receive a credit of $4,000. One thing to keep in mind is that our debits and credits always have to equal. So if you know cash is going to receive a debit, the other account's going to have to receive a credit. Next one, on March 3rd, we paid cash for supplies, $95. So paid cash for supplies, our 2 accounts for this will be cash and supplies. Now it does not matter if you write supplies on your first T account and cash on the next T account, whatever, just as long as you record your debits and credits with the right account title. But I like to do cash first sometimes because it's the one we use the most, and then it will be the easiest to remember. So cash and supplies are both assets. One is increasing, one is decreasing. Since we paid cash, cash is going to decrease. And since we bought supplies, we got more supplies, so supplies will increase. Assets increase with a debit and decrease with a credit. So since we are paying cash, cash is going to receive a credit for $95. And supplies will receive a debit for $95. That's how that one will be listed. On March 4th, we bought supplies on account from Supply Depot, $120. So 2 accounts affected by this transaction would be supplies and accounts payable Supply Depot. So let's write those down. So we bought supplies. Supplies is an asset, and since we bought supplies, supplies will be increasing, and assets have a normal debit balance, so supplies is going to receive a debit for $120. Accounts payable is a liability. Liabilities are opposite than assets. Liabilities will increase with a credit, so accounts payable will receive a credit for $120. Two left on the work together. March 6th, we paid cash for insurance, $250. So two accounts affected by this would be cash. And we need to write prepaid insurance. It will just say paid cash for insurance. If you look at the list of accounts we can use, there is not one just called insurance. It's prepaid insurance because we paid for it before we used it. Both of these are assets. So cash, we paid cash. Cash has a normal debit balance, but since we're paying cash, it's decreasing. So cash will receive a credit for $250. And prepaid insurance is increasing with a debit, since that is the normal balance side for prepaid insurance. If you know cash, if you know like I am paying cash and receiving cash, so let's say if we're receiving cash, I could draw a little plus by the debit side and a minus by the credit side. If you know cash has to be a credit, you know the other one will have to be a debit, because you always have to have a debit and a credit. They have to equal, so that can be maybe helpful for you. And our last one for the work together, on March 9th, we paid cash on account to Supply Depot, $80. Two accounts for this would be cash, and then accounts payable. You should write the account title out if there is room, and there is room to write out accounts payable. Cash is an asset. It has a normal balance on the debit side. Cash is decreasing, so therefore cash will decrease with a credit. So cash will receive a credit of $80. I just accidentally wrote decimal there for some reason. Accounts payable is a liability. Accounts payable will increase with a credit and decrease with a debit. Since we just paid two accounts payable, that is increasing the amount that we owe them. It is decreasing, the amount that we owe them. So accounts payable will receive a debit of $120. So if you think of accounts payable increasing here, decreasing here, this would be when we buy on account. This would be when we pay on account. So the on your own is just on the back side. It's on page 26 in the workbook, and the instructions are on page 42 that you can read. This one here is for plumbing solutions. I'm going to jump right into the transactions. On June 2nd, we received cash from owner as an investment, $3,500. Our two accounts for this transaction would be cash and our Brian Helfrey capital. Our cash is an asset account, and it is increasing, and assets increase with a debit. So cash will receive a debit of $3,500. Brian Helfrey capital is also increasing. It's an owner's equity account, and their normal balance is a credit. So it will receive a credit of $3,500. Your T accounts, where the normal balances are, is just something that you will have to memorize, and the more transactions you do, the easier it will come to you. On June 4th, we paid cash for insurance, $105. Our two accounts for this would be prepaid insurance and cash. Once again, it doesn't matter if you were to write cash first or prepaid insurance. I'll explain why I'll write them in this order once I finish this on your own. Prepaid insurance is an asset. The amount of insurance we have is increasing, therefore it will increase with a debit. And the amount of cash we have is decreasing, and cash decreases with a credit. So we will put in a credit for cash. On June 5th, we paid cash for supplies, $60. Our two accounts for that are supplies and cash. Both of these are assets. Assets increase with a debit and decrease with a credit. Increase with a debit, decrease with a credit, So supplies is increasing, therefore supplies will receive a debit of 60. And cash is decreasing since we paid cash, so cash will receive a credit of $60. Two more. On June 8th, we bought supplies on account from Plumbing World for $800. So our two accounts for this would be supplies and accounts payable. Dash Plumbing World. Notice here capital has a comma, accounts payable and accounts receivable will have a dash. Make sure you are writing those correctly. Supplies is increasing with a debit, just like when we paid cash for supplies on June 5th here. So supplies will have a debit for $800. Accounts payable is a liability. Liabilities have a normal credit balance, which means to increase our accounts payable, we need to give them a credit. And we have one more. On June 9th, we paid cash on account to Plumbing World, $500. So our two accounts would be for accounts payable, Plumbing World, and then cash. Accounts payable, once again, accounts payable is a liability. It has a normal credit balance. So to decrease the amount that we owe Plumbing World, we would need to give them a debit of $500. Cash is decreasing since we paid cash. Cash is an asset, and assets decrease with a credit. Now, one thing I want to point out that I am done, the reason I wrote these in this order is because I like to write my debit first when we do accounting transactions. You typically want to list your debit account first. However, it's not going to make a difference to me if you put like cash here and accounts payable here. However, cash still has to have the credit of $500 with it. That is really important.